It's a tremendous challenge here, and I think this has the opportunity for the greatest turnaround in college football exists here today, and it's not one to be taken lightly.
Welcome to Wildcat Game Day. Your all-access pass has been approved for a behind-the-scenes look at Game Week in Manhattan. This program will feature all of the events leading up to the Wildcats' Big 12 showdown with Nebraska, a team that Kansas State had not defeated in 30 years. The week of November 10th, 1998 will be one week that will forever live in the memories of the Wildcat faithful.
Coach, is this the biggest ball game you've had in Kansas City?
Well, I certainly couldn't underplay the significance of this ball game. Wouldn't intend to, but you've been around us for a long enough time to realize that I can't think that. I mean, every ball game we have played has probably been the biggest one that we've played at Kansas State. I mean, that's just the way we approach. I mean, that's just our nature. If the emotional level was a little higher, it would be because of, not because of what the record is, but because of playing against such a fine football team. If you lose it, you're 9-1. If you win it, you're still undefeated.
You know, for the fans, I think this is what they've been waiting for all year. I read the Collegian, and every day, it was the countdown till November 14th, and they're still having that. So, I think the fans, everybody is excited about this game.
You have to guard against being overly emotional, getting too far up, and maybe not really having your head in the game.
Yeah, that can hurt us if we're like too emotional. We can go out there and then forget about our assignments, just run with our heads cut off, and just try to play football. But games like these, you got to keep your emotions, concealed, and remember your assignments and stuff like that, and just make things happen.
As the position switched, though, do you have the bullseye in your back this time rather than Nebraska coming in with the bullseye?
I'm sure anybody that's 9-0 has got a bullseye in their back, so we have a big red X back there.
They have to have a little doubt that if they can come into our house and win. If we was there, then I wouldn't guess that they had any doubt that they can beat us. But they're coming in our house, with our fans and everything. They should have a doubt that they might not be able to beat us.
Does this game make being here in Manhattan with all the crazy fans and the way they could react after you guys would win?
I think, that could be an advantage for us, having our fans. We have the greatest fans in college football. I just think they're going to be into the game, for all 4 quarters before the game, after the game. Our fans are going to be a big part of this.
Is this a defining moment for Kansas State football, do you think?
I think so. I really do. Last year was a defining moment when we beat Syracuse in the Fiesta Bowl, but I think this may be one notch higher.
Get up in there. That's it. Finish your block. Where's he going? The hole's up inside, Tom. Corner over. Number 2, outside leverage. Do that. Get their hands out of boys. Right, number 3.
folks at ESPN are, very excited about the number of people who showed up for their show.
Is this exciting or what, my friend?
They said by far this is the most people that's been on their set for their Saturday morning show. I think in the past they've had 2,000 or 3,000, 4,000 at different places, but we're estimating 12,000, 13,000 fans, K-State fans showed up for this morning's show. And
If I was going to win the ball game, they have to do the same thing. Forget about it.
Be good, good. What do you guys want me to say? This is all you guys. Without your support.
November of 1989, a fastidious, almost nerdy assistant from Iowa, together with a visionary and charismatic trio of administrators, consented to change his life, and in the course of it, a century of futility. When then athletic director Steve Miller and his assistant Jim Epps, together with University President John Weefold, brought in coach Bill Snyder, Kansas State hadn't won in 27 games. Today, complete with the nation's #1 ranking, they haven't lost in 17. By this incredible turnaround, unforeseen by even the most parochial of K-State fans, the football team has captivated a nation, warmed a spirit of community never known here, and made you proud to be a Wildcat.
I saw another person that had the red and purple. Can I trade him for her?
Go, Tom, you'll be on TV.
Go K-State!
Nebraska is still Nebraska. I know a lot of Kansas State people think, well, if we score 40 and hold them to 9, I think it's going to be a very close football game. I think it's going to be, let's call it 24-14, Kansas State.
Score would be 32-12. I think K-State's defense is playing way too well to give up more than 2 touchdowns, and the offense has proved to me that they can, score 30 points on a good team.
Kansas State 27-10. That's what I got.
All right, I'll offset that. Nebraska.
What a homer!
No, I'm a huge homer. You know that. Nebraska 20-17.
Homer.
My prediction is going to be 34-10 K-State. I'd like it to be 56-3 for all of the years they beat us by that, but I would settle for something 34-10 range. I'd love to see that.
I'm picking Kansas State 37 and Nebraska 13. 3 words why. Michael Bishop, defense.
13-10 Nebraska. Chris Brown field goal in the 4th quarter. I mean, what a hell of a wedding gift from Kansas State. He's getting married in May.
Well, I like the Huskers today, and let's go with Huskers 24, Kansas State 21.
Why do you think?
I just think that there's a lot of interesting, different twists in this, but I just think that Nebraska, with their tradition and such, they've got a good shot of winning this game today.
Hi, everybody. I think today the score will be 17-14 Nebraska, and I think it'll all rest on the foot of Chris Brown.
I'm thinking K-State 28, Nebraska 12. I don't think Nebraska's defense can contain Michael Bishop. I don't think they'll be able to stop the downfield pass, and I don't think Nebraska has enough offense to beat K-State.
I'll go with K-State 24-14. I think their defense is awfully tough. I think it'll be a low-scoring game. Field position will play a key part, and the Wildcats special teams could be the difference.
I thought Kansas State was the best team in the country for the last 4 weeks or so. Nebraska's not the Nebraska they've been the last few years. I think K-State will win by at least 2 or 3 touchdowns.
I see Kansas State winning 28-17. I think the Wildcats defense will bottle up Nebraska enough in this game to give the offense the short field, and K-State will take advantage of that and win it by about 11.
Kansas State, Nebraska, a game we've all dreamed of. The Wildcats are #1. I think they'll remain #1 after today because the Kansas State football team is so solid. Their special teams will match up with Nebraska. Their offense will be able to make plays with Michael Bishop. That's why I think Kansas State's going to win 27-17.
K-State 27, Nebraska 14. Why? Because our defense is strong, our offense got enough firepower to put it in the end zone. It's going to be close for the first half. It's 14-14. We're going to break away in the second half. 27-14, Kansas State.
K-State 36, Nebraska 7. I came all the way from Denver, Colorado to see K-State roll. I think it's going to be 42-17. Go Cats.
Huskers 24, Kansas State 21. Go Big Red. Hank, 38. Oh, no.
Huskers 27, K-State 21.
Well, I'll tell you what it's going to be. It's going to be Nebraska 23, K-State 17.
I hope it's going to be Nebraska 21, K-State 18. I hope.
Jack Hartman was a champion, but he will be remembered for so much more than winning basketball games. Coach was a great husband, a great father, a great teacher, and a great friend. Please join us now in a moment of silence to remember the coach, Jack Hartman. It's time for the Wabash Cannonball.
Stand by to go to Willie coming down the ramp.
gentlemen, at this time, Kansas State University would like to recognize 25 seniors playing in their final game at KSU Stadium. This senior class has helped the Wildcats win at least 9 games for the 6th consecutive year, a school record 17-game winning streak, and are looking forward to the Wildcats' 6th straight bowl appearance. Here are the Wildcats making their final appearance at KSU Stadium.
Hello, scorekeeper.
From St. Louis, Missouri, a team captain in 1997 and 98, number 76, offensive tackle, Ryan Young. From Overland Park, Kansas, number 86, tight end, Justin Swift.
Okay.
From Goodland, Kansas, number 67, offensive lineman, Ty Stone. From Boca Raton, Florida, defensive tackle, Andre Rowe. From Florissant, Missouri, number 12, defensive back, DeAndre Robinson. Number 87, wide receiver, Gavin Paris.
He's got to speed up.
From Overland Park, Kansas, a 2-time captain, 4-year starter, and 4-time academic all-conference selection, number 50, linebacker, Travis Oates. From Anthony, Florida, number 17, cornerback, Gerald Niesman. From Ravina, Ohio, number 79, offensive guard, David McIntyre. From College Park, Maryland, number 80, wide receiver, Darnell McDonald. From Liberty, Missouri, number 78, offensive guard, Jeremy Martin. From El Dorado, Kansas, number 62, long snapper, Brandon Knowles. From LaRange, Texas, a first-team All-Big 12 selection and 1998 captain, number 8, linebacker, Jeff Kelly. From Fort Lauderdale, Florida, K-State's all-time leading rusher and a 1997 and 1998 captain, number 24, Eric Hickson. From Jeffersonville, Indiana, number 73, offensive guard, Brian Hanley. From Hayes, Kansas, number 88, wide receiver, Troy Hackney. From Buenos Aires, Argentina, K-State's all-time leading scorer and the 1997 Lou Groza Award winner, number 10, Martin Gramatica. From Dodge City, Kansas, number 30, Brian Goolsby.
Okay.
From Victoria, Texas, K-State's all-time leading punter, number 16, James Garcia. From St. Louis, Missouri, number 5, linebacker, David Conley. From Emporia, Kansas, number 46, Joe Bob Clements. From Kansas City, Missouri, number 21, running back, Marlon Charles. From St. Louis, Missouri, number 83, wide receiver, Everett Burnett. From Elmont, Texas, number 2, cornerback, Keith Black. And finally, from Willis, Texas, a 1998 team captain, number 7, Michael Bishop. Thanks again to these seniors who have helped lead the Wildcats through the greatest era in Kansas State football history.
Hey, Ivan, you want to do your let's get ready to run?
Oh, yeah, I'd love to.
Fire away whenever you're ready here.
K-State fans, are you ready? K-State fans, are you ready?
K-State can force Nebraska into punting and getting a short field, maybe they can get the momentum early to start the game.
Shevin Wiggins, Joe Walker back deep for Nebraska. Walker has one return for a touchdown this year. Martin Gramatica has it teed up. K-State will be moving from left to right in the first quarter. Gramatica's approach, and he bangs the ball toward the back of the end zone and out of the back. Nebraska will take over on their own 20-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for Nebraska at their own 20-yard line. Alexander the eye back. Crouch turns, runs the option, gets hit and dropped to the 24. A 4-yard pickup on the play for the Big Red. Side Davis to the near side. Alexander the one back. Option play by Crouch. Steps inside as a first down to midfield. On his feet to the Kansas State 45. Ridden down at the 42-yard line of the Wildcats.
Crouch drops back, looks to throw, fires a pass, got a man wide open. Sheldon Jackson to the 10, and he's knocked off his feet at the 8-yard line. First down and goal to go at the K-State 7. Kenny Cheatham will go wide to the left. The backfield is in the eye with Joel Makovica and with Dan Alexander. Eric Crouch is going to huddle it up one more time with his teammates. 2 tight ends in the game, Sheldon Jackson and Tracy Wistrom. First and goal call. Here's Crouch. Faking a handoff, wants to throw, fires into the end zone to Jackson. He got it! Touchdown! Free safety of the
1st and 10 for K-State with a football at their own. 17. Bishop will start the first play in shotgun formation. Cats down 7-0 to NU. They snap it back to Bishop. He's going to run with a football. Michael to the 20. Up, cracks into Jay Foreman at the 21 and goes down there. Brandon Knowles snaps it back to Garcia. Kicks the kick off the side of his foot. It's going to bounce near the 45 of K-State and go out of bounds near midfield. Again, not a very good kick by James Garcia off the side of his foot. 1st and 10, Nebraska at their own 49. They pitch it back to Alexander. Fumbles the football. It's loose. K-State's got the ball. Jared Cooper leaps on the loose pig, and K-State will take over at their own 45-yard line. Michael turns, hands it off. Eric Hickson fights his way forward. 35. Hickson skipping his way down inside the 30. Another Cat first down to the 28 of Nebraska. 13-yard pickup for Hickson. Ralph Brown made the tackle for the Huskers. 3 wideouts in the pattern to the near side. Bishop at a shotgun on 3rd and 7. Michael back in the pocket, sets, guns, the pass, caught McDonald at the 10-yard line. McDonald still fighting down to the 9-yard line. Pulled down by Erwin Sweeney. It's a first down for K-State. A big 3rd down conversion. 16-yard pickup, and it's 1st and goal to go for K-State. Bishop runs the option play, gets off the right side, leans, gets in, touchdown Kansas State. Bishop just powered his way past the Husker defense, and Kansas State is to within a point of the Big Red. But a shotgun, takes a snap, looks downfield. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Bishop to the 25, Michael to the 30, Michael to the 35, 40, Bishop 45, 50, cuts back, running down the middle of the field, inside the 40, inside the Husker, 35, down to the 31-yard line for Michael Bishop. Crouch gets to the corner, gets hit, ridden down. He'll gain maybe a yard. Simon over there to track him down. Crouch back in the pocket, rush comes on. Crouch gets away, then can't get away. K-State drops him at the 45. He'll lose 2 yards on the play. 45. Crouch back in the pocket, looking downfield, still looking, lofts a pass toward the end zone, looking for Kenny Cheatham, leaps out, makes the catch. It is a touchdown for Nebraska. What a grab by Kenny Cheatham. Back to throw now. It's a quarterback draw by Crouch. Gets up to the 45. Crouch to the 40 has a first down on the Kansas State 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the 33. Play action fake again for Crouch. Looking downfield, guns the ball downfield. A pass is caught inside the 5. It's caught by Shevin Wiggins. It'll be 1st and goal for Nebraska at the 3-yard line. I formation behind Crouch. One wide receiver to the far side. Crouch keeps it himself. Leans, did not get in. He's just short of the goal line. Somebody for K-State, it was Damian McIntosh, grabbed him and pulled him back before he got over the white line. It'll be 4th and goal now for the Huskers. Snap is down. Chris Brown's kick is up, and the kick is good. But that's a win for K-State's defense to hold Nebraska to 3. 17-7 to score. K-State trails Nebraska. 4:55 left to go in the first position. Back to throw is Bishop. Looking downfield. Guns the ball downfield. Looking for Lockett, who's beat his man at the Husker 40. Lockett to the 35, 30, 25. Caught from behind at the 18-yard line. There's a play clock at 5. Option play. Bishop keeps it himself. Made a nice move. Bishop 15, 10. Cuts back 5. Down to the 3-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal to go for Kansas State after the 16-yard run by Michael Bishop. Set for Kansas State. Bishop keeps it himself. Gets down to the 1-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal for K-State with the ball at the Nebraska 1. And Nebraska is saying the football popped out at the end of the play. And I think the officials are agreeing. Nebraska will get the fumble at the 1-yard line. Crouch under center. Hands it off to Buckholm. Hit by Cooper and dropped. He'll gain a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Second down and 9 for Nebraska at their own 15. Crouch runs the opposite of the far side. Gets hit, goes down. He'll gain a yard of the 16. Hicks in the one back in the backfield with Bishop. They snap it back to Michael. Looks downfield, throws over the middle. McDonald makes a catch at the 30. Weaves his way upfield and is very close to a first down. He's Hicks in the one back behind Michael. Bishop back, rolling up the pocket, looking downfield. Guns the football to McDonald, who makes a catch at the 18. Darnell down to the 15-yard line, still on his feet. Jukes one man to the 10, to the 5. McDonald leading for the end zone. He's at the 1-yard line. It's first and goal to go. What a run by Darnell McDonald down to the big red 1-yard line. Back behind Bishop. Michael keeps it himself, goes off the right side, leans. Touchdown, Kansas State. Bishop over from 1 yard out. It's his second rushing touchdown of the day, his 21st of the season, and K-State 21st of his career, and K-State to within 4, 17-13. Whistle, and Gramatica clobbers the ball again out of the back of the end zone. Nebraska will have it at their 20 to begin the second half. Looking downfield, sets, guns, pass is incomplete. Sheldon Jackson had it for a minute and dropped it. Lamar Chapman on the coverage for K-State, and Nebraska will have to punt for the second time here in the third quarter. I formation with Hickson dotting the I. Bishop turns, hands it off Hickson. Picking his way forward, breaks free. Eric to the 45, Hickson to midfield, lowers his shoulder, pops his way down to the Nebraska 43-yard line. Tough run by Eric Hickson, K-State's all-time leading rusher. Erwin Sweeney and Joe Walker make the tackle after an 18-yard pickup. Back to throw, Bishop throws it out in flat, pass caught by Goolsby. Goolsby has a first down to the Nebraska 31. Again, Bishop changing the play at the line of scrimmage. We're going to go to split backs. 3 on the play clock. Bishop back in the pocket. Sets, looks, pumps, throws the ball in the out pattern to McDonald, makes a catch at the 10. Darnell to the 5. Darnell McDonald, touchdown! Kansas State! Darnell McDonald gets in there from 18 yards out, and for the first time in this game, Kansas State has the lead. And for the first time since 1991, the Wildcats lead the Huskers. Turns, pitches it to Buckholder, trying to get around the left side. K-State's defense is there, pushes him out of bounds. It's a loss of a yard. It's back to the 19. Second and 10, Twins on the far side. Crouch under center, back to throw. K-State on a rush. It's a screen pass to Buckholder. K-State snuffs it out and drops Buckholder in the backfield. Back at the 13-yard line. A loss of 7 of the play. I formation behind Crouch, 3rd and 16. Play action fake. Crouch back, gets hit by Howard as he throws the football downfield. The pass sails incomplete. Davison. They snap it, a low snap to LaFleur. He handles it well, low kick. David Allen's going to be able to make a return. Catches at the 40-yard line, comes upfield, gets to midfield. He's on the loose, 45, 40. Allen cuts back, 35. David Allen to the 30, 25, 20, 15. Down to the 10-yard line and knocked out of bounds at the 12-yard line. What a return by David Allen. This place is about to explode. K-State's in the red zone, already up by 4 points. Garcia to hold, snap down. The kick is up and the kick is good. Kansas State has scored the last 17 points in this game. They lead 24-17, 5:03 left to go third. Second and 3, hand off to Makovic. Gets it covered but did not get the first down. A gain of 2. K-State by 7. Back to throw is Crouch. Being rushed, now gets hit, brought down. Darren Howard grabs his ankles and pulls him down. It's his first sack of the day. He now has 8.5 on the year, and it's a loss of 8 back to the 23-yard line. 2:16 left third quarter. Play action fake, Bishop back, being rushed. Sheds a tackler, now running with the football. Guns the ball downfield, looking for Aaron Lockett. The pass is nearly, and it is picked off by Nebraska. Picked off by Keogh Craver, who was laying on his back when the ball was deflected. Nebraska will take over at their own 18-yard line. Crouch turns, play action fake, looking downfield for Sheldon Jackson. Ball is tipped up in the air. Jeff Kelly pulls it in for Kansas State off the deflection. Jeff Kelly has his second interception of the season, the first since the Texas game, and K-State has the ball now at the Nebraska 31-yard line. Bishop hands it off to Murphy. Frank picking his way up the middle, gets about 2 to the 29, fumbles the football at the end of the play. It's picked up by Ralph Brown, who's racing the other way for a touchdown for Nebraska. No one's going to catch Ralph Brown. Murphy fumbled the ball, and Nebraska's within a point. Bishop in a shotgun, twins to the near side. Back to throw Michael, now he's going to run with it. Bishop to the 40, 45 to midfield, lowers his shoulder and dives forward to the Nebraska 47, very close to a Cat first down. Twins to the near side, I formation on 2nd and goal from the 8. Option play, Bishop keeps it himself down to the 5 to the 4-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal for K-State at the 4. 21-yard attempt. Garcia to hold. Snap down. The kick is up. The kick is good. K-State's back in front. 27-24. 10:57 left of the game. I formation. Twins to the near side. Crouch under center. Turns. Runs the option play to the near side. Kelly comes over. Can't get him. Crouch in. Gets upfield to the 30. Up to the 40. Up to the 42-yard line. Chapman grabs him from behind along with Travis Oakes. What a run, though, by Eric Crouch. A pickup on the play of 19 yards, and Nebraska has it at their own 42. 3 backs again in the backfield. Crouch runs the option, keeps it, steps inside. 25, Crouch 20, 15, down to the 10, down to the 9-yard line. Got hit hard, but held on to the football. It's 1st and goal for Nebraska at the 9. Long count, Crouch, play action fake, looks, throws the ball to the end zone, the pass, caught, Sheldon Jackson, touchdown Nebraska, they have the lead back. Bishop in a shotgun, Goolsby the one back with him, twins to the far side. 1st and 10, they snap it back to Bishop. Has some time, sets, guns, pass is caught by McDonald to 30. Gets upfield to the 35. McDonald still on his feet to the 40. McDonald still pushing down the field to the 43-yard line. 23-yard pass play from Bishop to McDonald, and for Darnell, that is his 10th catch of the day. He is over 150 yards receiving against the Big Red. The ball to 44, Bishop in a shotgun. Takes a snap. Looks downfield, sets, guns, pass, caught by McDonald to Nebraska 45, planted at the 43, but it's a first down for K-State. Jay Foreman brings him down. Nebraska 44, Bishop in a shotgun, twins in the backfield with him. Bishop going to step up and run with the football, gets a good downfield block, Michael to the 40, 35-yard line, run out of bounds to about the 33, and then tackled out of bounds. It will be a first down on the play for Kansas State. They're going to mark it at the 33, and then Paris set to the near side. They snap it back, a low snap to Bishop. He rolls the pocket to the near side, looking, sets, throws back across his body, wide open, touchdown! Kansas State! Darnell McDonald, wide open in the back of the end zone, and K-State is in front by 3 points with 5:25 left in the game. K-State up to 4. Chromatic with the approach and the kick. A high end-over-end kick and a short one. Coming up to take it is Nebraska at about the 10, and then he nearly falls out of bounds. It does! He couldn't let that go, and Nebraska would have got the ball at the 35-yard line, but he chose to make the catch about a foot away from the sideline, and they went right down at the 15-yard line. Twins to the far side. Crouch turns, pitches it back to Buckhalter, gets hit in the backfield and dropped. He did not get the first down. Play clock at 2. They just get it off. Back to throw is Crouch. Sets, looks downfield, throws the ball, tipped away by Jeremy Triss. Butler, it's 4th down for Nebraska. Now, Frank Solich has to kind of eyeball the clock. He's out of timeouts, but he has the football deep in his own territory. Twins to the far side. Crouch goes back. K-State brings a blitz. Oakes brings him down. Travis Oakes brings him down. He pulls down Crouch to the 20-yard line, and K-State will take over on downs at the Nebraska 20-yard line. In a shotgun, takes a snap, looks downfield, being rushed, gets hit, comes away from one man, gets hit as he throws the football, it's loose, picked up by Jeff Kelly. Kelly to 20, 15, 10, Kelly to the 5, dives, did he get in? Yes! Touchdown! Jeff Kelly with 3 seconds left. Kansas State leads 40-30. The fans are storming the field, but there's still 3 seconds left on the clock. There's still 3 seconds left, but Jeff Kelly picked up the loose football and ran it in for 6 more points for Kansas State. They lead 40-30. to the approach and a line drive kick. It's going to be Chevin Wiggins picking it up at the 20. This will be the final play of the game, to the 30, to the 40. He goes down and this ball game is over. You know, it's been said that K-State would never beat Nebraska. It was unthinkable, unimaginable. It's been 29 years that K-State has had to watch the Red fans go home with a win. Well, today the color of choice is purple as K-State has beaten Nebraska for the first time in Manhattan since 1959. They win it 40-30, and it is party time in Manhattan. It has been 29 years since Kansas State has beaten the Big Red. They get it done today, 40-30.
We number one team. We number one, baby. We You my nigga. You did that shit for you. What's wrong with it? That's all seniors, baby. Hey, dog, it's on for you, baby. Hey, Jim. Oh, Jim. Back in the front. Oh, God.
And it was so easy to take that ball game, and the offense is putting the ball on the ground and throwing the interceptions and get penalized, and the defense has got bad field position. And it's so easy at that particular point in time to be able to say, hey, you know, the offense isn't coming. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. The offense just kept sawing wood. The defense kept doing what they had to do. Then it went the other way. You have won the Northern Division. You will play in St. Louis, okay, regardless of what happens next week. But I want to tell you something. I don't think that's just what you want. I don't think that's what this is all about. Our thoughts. I want you to enjoy the daylights out of this because you deserve to enjoy it. You deserve for this to be something special in your lives. You went out to play as though it was something special in your lives, and it is going to be something special in your life. But we can't stop here, can we? No. And there's an awful lot of things that have to get corrected. We'll deal with that when the time comes. The important thing is enjoy this, take great care of yourselves, have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. Congratulations to all of you. To the seniors, that's so befitting. You know, what a great way to end your career here. See? Now, your career is not ended by any stretch of the imagination, but for your last ball game here, that's really special. Now, we lost Eric with an ankle sprain right here, and all of us know that certainly hurts Eric as deeply as it could anybody. But I know how he'll work, and I know he'll work hard to get himself back. And the key for us is to buy time, right? Buy time to get him back, to get him healthy, and that means win 2 more, right? Win 2 more.
We're living proof today that in America, anything can happen. Because, gentlemen, we've gone from the bottom to the top. You guys are great. Thank you very much.
But I want you just to take a moment. You know, there was a fellow that was with us for a while. A lot of you know him, some of you don't. Newer guys don't know. He was a coach on our staff and died of cancer here 2 years ago, Bobby Coach. This would have been such a special moment for him. He was dear to all of us. Fine football coach, fine gentleman, fine man. This would have meant so much to him. I tell you what, I know that he knows. I know that he's seen you. Say something for him. Tonight, you had your education. You did a nice job. Congratulations, man.
Congratulations, Coach.
Spend some time with their families, and particularly, and how proud I was of the seniors and how important I thought it was for them to conclude their home career that way, and it really was. You know, it was a great thing for them. I'm so proud of them.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I shook Vince Gibson's hand 30 years ago. I want to do it again. Congratulations. Wonderful. Wonderful. You bet.
Well, let's just say that he's unique in that you never know what he's going to do sometimes, and what happened was he is so emotionally involved that sometimes that overtakes him. But his maturity and his understanding of what's going on, he's not like that nearly as much as he used to be. Okay, and this was just 5 weeks ago when we played Colorado. He really kind of let his emotions overtake him. But that's just, you know, he's only played 4 years of college football and 2 years at this level. So and that kind of level in terms of this kind of environment is really special.
You didn't think, uh-oh, here we go again when they took it down the very first drive of the game?
No, not at all. Not at all. We know we're going to have to play ball. You know, so like I said, the caliber players we have, nobody folds on our team. Nobody folds. Nobody folds.
It's the way to go out for me. I know that game was for everybody, for my brother, for all the guys I played with my first year, for the guys that were here before I even got here, and all the coaches that have been through here. I mean, that's what the program needed, and it's what we got. So it's a special deal.
Magnitude of the game had you guys coming out. You made a few mistakes in the first quarter. Do you think you were 2 up?
I think that's sometimes a problem. I don't know if we were 2 up. I think we maybe a little bit 2 up, I guess, when it comes down to it, and we weren't focused enough. I mean, you can handle being up that much as long as you just you got the focus and the mindset with it. They were doing some good things. I mean, that's a good football team. They did a lot of good things against us.
Aaron, was there any doubt in the locker room at halftime that you guys would win this game?
No, not that at all. I think going to the halftime was probably the best feeling ever. We knew the second quarter we got things together. We were able to score. We was unfortunate to score the possession before. We had a chance to tie it up at 14-all. But overall, I think we felt pretty good going to the second quarter.
How difficult was it to block out everything that went on this week?
It wasn't too difficult because you knew that in the same sense you had a lot of people on your side. For us to play in Manhattan, Kansas was a tremendous positive thing to our side. I think if we played Nebraska, it may have been a little different story as far as the fans, but when you have 45,000 K-State fans, it's not hard to get things rolling.
The greatest turnaround in college football exists here today, and it's not one to be taken lightly.
It's been 29 years that K-State has have to watch the Red fans go home with a win. Well, today the color of choice is purple as K-State has beaten Nebraska for the first time in Manhattan since 1959. They win it 40-30, and it is party time in Manhattan.
Kansas State fans, order your Bill Snyder signed collectibles from Collegiate Marketing. This 18x24 game day poster displays a spectacular night view at KSU Stadium. The Nebraska painting is a one-of-a-kind rendition of K-State's thrilling victory over the Cornhuskers. Also available, Bill Snyder signed football helmet, along with the book, Leadership Lessons from Bill Snyder. Just call toll-free 888-234-9350 or log on to cmssports.com to order your Bill Snyder signed collectibles today.